Welcome to NTG Live Plays Chrono Trigger! No?
No.
I thought you wanted to get some hype.
Nope.
Okay, actually, before we start, I wanted to do something here because now, Naomi, you've now gone a little bit into the game. As somebody who's never played it before, this is new to you, right?
Yep.
So just wait for the. I want to check out this opening cutscene that they added because this obviously wasn't on the Super Nintendo. This anime thing, but I wanted to see how much of it you actually recognize at this point. If there's any scenes that you sort of here we are. There's the sun.
Are you sure it's the sun?
You recognize this scene of seagulls?
No.
The start of the game.
Oh, yeah,
The seagulls.
I recognize the seagulls.
This is obviously not, but fine. You're playing a good Japanese game. Fuck yeah, dude.
Portable Niche is finally happy.
To be honest, Let It Die was also a good game, and that's Japanese. Let me pour some water here into my hastily prepared glass.
Not hastily enough.
Okay, yeah. What bits of this cutscene do you actually recognize at this point in the game?
No, they're traveling in time. Lots of time. I know I'm supposed to recognize that there's this, but I don't yet. That's the proto game. That's a spaceship. I know that one.
Just like a generic fight.
I haven't actually met her yet.
Yeah.
So, that's Cave Lady, though.
Cave Lady?
Cave Lady.
Fighting the robots?
Okay, Portable.
No, this part's near the end of the game, actually.
Then I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
There's Chrono training how to use a sword.
A sword?
A sword. There's Marley? No. Yes.
Luca.
Luca building.
Marley's the princess.
Yeah.
Now you must recognize this.
Yeah, that's when she disappeared and stuff, and her amulet fell off, and we found it. Oh. I'm assuming that's the main bad guy.
Obviously, you haven't fought any dinosaurs yet, except for the ones that killed you when you went to the past too early.
No, they didn't kill me.
But yet you ran away.
Yeah, because you told me to.
Because you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And these are all climactic scenes from the game. Well, you must recognize this.
Yeah, no, that's that weird skeleton dude.
Yeah.
Wings. I don't know. I still don't understand why he had wings.
Well, the biggest problem with that shot is that you can't actually have Frog in your party during that fight.
Yeah.
And yet Frog was in the party during the fight. Fucking continuity. Anyway, it's time for us to play Chrono Trigger. How do you guys feel about us playing Chrono Trigger tonight? Hope you feel good, because I'm not doing anything else. We're on the load game. Oh, another special thank you to the fan who sent us in the Chrono Trigger Player's Guide. Thank you. Load the fucking game.
I did.
No, you didn't. You went back out to the goddamn menu screen.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, I've played this many times in my childhood, and Naomi's never played it. We saved in 600 AD. We had just visited Frog's little shack in the woods, right? And we have to figure out what to do now. Who's all in the chat room today? We got a couple people. Hi, guys.
By the way, I have a funny glitter story.
Okay, tell me.
It's not really a funny glitter story. I just don't think I've talked about it in the chat yet.
The Player's Guide or to learn for good games. That's cool, Bunny Black. What do you got in your collection? We have a few of them too.
Yeah, we've already read that.
Yeah, this is where the hero lives. Tada, the hero.
Anyway, speaking of glitter, for prom in high school, I had a semi-glittery dress. Be honest, it wasn't as glittery as it could have been, but I liked it a lot. It looked great on me, and it was all good. But what I also decided to do was oh no, I think we have to go to the mountain. Yeah, that's what we're doing. What I also decided to do was I actually got body glitter. It was came in this little tube, and I put it everywhere, so all of me was super glittery, and it was getting on everyone and everything, and it was fantastic because I got glitter everywhere. No, we were already
Sounds fucking awful.
It was funny as shit.
Man, Portable Niche.
That is my glitter story.
Portable Niche is gonna have a fucking corner because of goddamn normie shit like body glitter and proms.
What are you supposed to do now? I don't remember.
The Vagrant Story and Player's Guide and PS1 version of Chrono. That's cool, man. That's fucking awesome.
Hey, you have the Player's Guide. What are we doing?
You don't remember what to do?
No.
Frog already told you. Okay, go back and visit Frog. She'll tell you. Or what we just tell you.
I have to fight through all those monsters again.
Get more experience.
Ugh.
You want to go get Robo for any of these fights, or you want to keep these 3?
Okay.
Come on, someone says it. I want to scroll back up and check it out.
Damn it.
No, no one said anything. I thought I missed something.
Oh, right.
No, man. Oh yeah, you're playing the translated version of I Am Setsuna. Yeah, I Am Setsuna basically used a lot of the conventions that Chrono Trigger did, but I mean, maybe the same company, but like 20 years later or whatever. It's not a sequel. It's not part of the same story, but it uses like all the same things, like the same battle system and the dual text and shit. I kind of want to play I Am Setsuna. So you're just getting frog squashed at the moment. Oh man, it's been kind of a shitty day, guys. Shitty at work for both of us. Me more than you, I think.
I had an okay day.
You had an okay day? Oh. Actually, one of my coworkers is a big gamer, which is kind of nice, because, like, generally when you're at work, you're not going to become friends with someone outside of work, generally, right? Like, you're going to see them at work and be friendly. But, like, so that means you have to have at least something in common to pass the shift. And when you have, like, my department is, like, I'd say about half of the people there are, like, very, very avid gamers. Like, they play lots of games all the time. So it's actually quite nice to, like, talk to people about it. One dude is just 100% into roguelikes, and that's all he talks about is roguelikes. I am no hero. There's not a... Oh, yeah. He doesn't tell you what to do. He just says he's not a hero. Sorry. Are you not happy with me, Naomi?
You're a bad player, Guide.
It's not my fault you forgot what's going on.
Did you remember? Do you remember?
Yes.
'Cause why didn't you just tell me then?
Because I'm letting you play the game the way I played it when I was young, which is, by the way, experiencing everything. Yeah, those two like slide out and try to get you. But they're all normal fags. One of them was like a hardcore roguelike dude, man.
Hey,
you just straight
what are
up
we
like...
doing?
Okay, hold on.
Tell me what we're doing first. I'm sorry, Portable Niche.
Fine. Do you see the fucking mountain path?
No. Oh.
Good God, you blind ass. No. Okay, there's actually 2 mountains. See, there's one there and there's one there. They're both enterable. Go to the south one first.
This is a path.
The south one first. South one first.
Where?
Down there.
This one?
See, there's like a rock wall, has like a cut in it. You can go in there.
Here?
Yes. No. You don't see that? Up.
Here.
That way.
Here.
Up. Okay, you know where to go. Stop
I
being...
don't know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
fucking...
Where?
Okay. Press left. Left.
Here?
Left.
No, left.
No, too far. See where Luca's standing? Go 1 space up.
There we go.
You fucking shitbird. There's nothing here yet, though.
Well, why did you go here?
Because when you go back out, it'll be marked on your map on the lower screen as a blue dot, so you know where it is. So you don't gotta fucking find it again, because that was horrible.
Good thinker.
Okay, you're at the Denadora Mountains. This is the next big dungeon of the game. You just ran by those enemies, not even a big deal. Ah! It's Tata the hero. The kid hero.
Oh, shit.
Gotta attack him. It's an Ogan. It's supposed to be ogre. It's badly translated.
There you go.
You gain some experience. This is a terrible place. You best run away while you can. He's kind of a shitty hero, isn't he?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, there's another Ogan. Bye, Tata. Yeah. Now, do you remember what the guy in the tavern told you about Ogans last session?
Nope.
You have to burn their hammers with fire magic, or else they'll be very strong. So you use fire.
Fire.
Oh, fuck! You see, now he loses. He goes, oh no! Now you can just beat him up. No problem.
Okay.
This is what happens when millennials play old games. They need shit like quest markers. That is true. Where's the quest log? Where's the arrow pointing me where to go on the map? No, these games required you to actually read the fucking dialogue and memorize it. That's how gamers were back in the day. We were real men.
I mean, it would be easier if we weren't doing this in such long spurts of time.
We did it last Saturday, man. We do it once a week.
And you know how good my memory is.
It's not my fault. Okay, go back down south. There was an obvious treasure chest that you missed. Yeah, that one. See? There it is. Obtained Athenian water. Good job. You should probably fight those Ogans for some experience, man. You're kind of on like a decent boss fight here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Doesn't want to wake up. Well, guess that's that. Oh, no, he woke up. It's like, he got hit with a rock. That's so stupid. Yeah, you want fire on the Ogan to get rid of that hammer, and then attacks. That's like saying memorizing Star Wars Monty Python was manly. Well, dude, I did memorize Star Wars. Dave and I can both recite, basically by heart, the entire first Star Wars movie, A New Hope.
Yes.
He did it.
Woo.
This is a nice little looking place, huh? Oh. You see, one of them doesn't have a hammer, so you can just beat him up, no problem. Memorizing shit was part of gaming. That's why the new Persona is shit, so it tells you where the weaknesses are. No, Bunny Black, I refuse to accept that. You're not a real gamer unless you have to memorize everything in the game. You're not a real gamer unless the game says, turn to page X in the manual to read the dialogue for this part of the game, because the game disc was too small to hold dialogue. Like 1980s PC games had that. You had to like get like 5 floppy disks and like insert different floppies that had like half a megabyte on the floppy, and it would say like, turn to page 2 in the dialogue manual for what's going on in the story right now, and you like open it up and read it. That's how it was back in the day, man. Yeah, like honestly, you're not gonna need a player's guide like this for like Fallout 4, you know? It'll be like, here's your quest log with all the things currently going on. Here's an arrow on your map that says go this way like 1,000 meters, and there's your target. You know what I mean? That happens pretty, and like it is a very convenient thing, but like there is something to be said about games like this where you can just start quests and not know where the fuck you are if you stop playing, because you just gotta memorize it. I'm gonna assume you prefer the easier way. Why am I dating you? God damn it! I skipped that year, unfortunately. I didn't get RPGs till I was shown what Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. Well, I mean, that's when did I get the first RPG I ever played was Lufia 1 on the Super Nintendo, and I was too young to get it. I was like 5 or 6, and I was like, what the fuck? What are the levels? I don't know how to level up a character. I was too young. And then like it was this game and Earthbound that got me into it. And then I went back and played Lufia when I was older. Seriously, the convenience of modern gaming spoiled everyone. Well, yeah, that's kind of true, Portable Niche, but I mean, oh, Golden Helm, equip that shit.
You already have one?
You only have 1 though, not 3.
Right.
Wait, Robo can wear it though. If you want him to, I guess. Not that it matters. But you're not using them right now. But like, Portable Niche, here's the thing. Dialogue in the 90s and the late 80s was considered a convenience of modern games, because Atari games in the late 70s and PC games of that era did not have dialogue. It said, like I said before, it told you to flip open a manual and read the dialogue there. Having dialogue in the game was considered a luxury at one point. Having games that were based on storyline and not just a high score was considered a luxury. And people were like, these new games suck. They're not like the games I used to. So there is, like, some part of this is just nostalgia, man. Commanding Commando and Archon on Commodore 64. Jesus Christ, that's old. You want me to pull up the map of this area, or are you good for now?
Ah, fuck, that's not who I meant to attack.
Dude, Chrono's at 6 HP.
The fuck is he? Oops.
Gotta watch that shit.
I have not been paying any attention.
Oh. When you go to Tada's house, you'll learn he has run away to the mountains. Now it's your turn to head for the hills. Follow the mountain path. I'm not going to say this because it's a spoiler, but basically you're doing the right thing.
Cool.
This guide's really fucking spoilery, man. My RPG guide wasn't spoilery like that. Yeah, you're on this map right now.
Yep.
This forest here. There's a treasure chest to the south. Also, I think you missed like two of them, like this one maybe. Did you get this one here? What was G? What was the G chest? What does it say? I get what you mean, but as an example, now in the modern Persona, the demon negotiation is dumbed down to 2 questions, while previously it was more complex. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, Fallout 1 had a system where you actually type in words into a box, and if the word matches anything that was programmed into the game, the character will talk. You have to know what to type in Fallout 1. Fallout 3, you got those two, but go back. I think there was one more that you missed. Down. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're down here. No, you got it. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Sorry. But no, man, like, Fallout 1 had you type dialogue into boxes, so you had to know in your brain what to type. Fallout 3 had a long list of selections that you could pick based on your various skills. It's a nice little rainbow. Oh, he's throwing rocks at you. Fallout 4 had a skill wheel, like Mass Effect, of just 4 selections, and you couldn't do anything else but that. And it's like, man, what the fuck? Manual hijinks was puzzles that were insanely hard to solve without hints that were only found in the manual. Good old Sierra. Sierra Games is known for doing that, but new block.
That's not why I meant to attack.
No, I know Wasteland did that, but Fallout 1 also did that as well. And actually, Naomi and I are probably going to play the Fallout series in the new year. Once we get done some of these other RPGs. Because I really want to play it on the show, and I know that Naomi has asked about it a little bit. So we're going to play Fallout. That's going to be awesome! It's kind of a strange thing because games do get more complex over time as well. They don't just get simpler and more dumbed down.
Like, both of them have hammers?
Nope, just the one. Like some of them, like some games, like look at, for example, the progression from Warcraft to Warcraft 2 to Warcraft 3. Games certainly got more complex in that series, you know? They didn't really strip features out, they just added and changed things. Fallout 3 had the best, Fallout 3 did have the best compromise of the 3 listed, however, Fallout 1 required the most skill out of the player to perform. Yeah, this is a gauntlet, you just keep fighting. You have no chance to heal between or anything. Like, Fallout 3 had various options appear based on where you were in various quests and based on like your speech skill, your science skill, your charisma, whatever. They appeared, and Fallout New Vegas was like that too. And also like your morality and shit. Like more options were added in a list, but it also required less total input from the player because from the player you didn't have to actually memorize what the fuck you were doing. If you go to Warcraft world, it would be done down because normal phase can't handle complex mechanics. I mean, yeah, there's also that. Yeah, also this map doesn't get filled out because you're auto-walking through it as the fights go through. So you have to actually like walk back to fill the map out, if you want. Fallout 4 story writing and other crimes against human intelligence. They're not that bad. They're not great. They're not that bad. At the same time, Fallout 4 is a direct sequel to Fallout 3 story, so you kind of have to play it to get the full story of Fallout 3. Don't look down here.
No.
Oh, okay, looks like you are. Looks like you are. I was like, Naomi. Good. Well, I mean, here's the thing. As a younger gamer, I'm sure that you, like, appreciate... You just threw a bomb at him.
Yeah, I did.
Jesus Christ. I'm sure as, like, a younger gamer, you appreciate these newer conveniences. But has there been any instances that you can remember where, like, games have gotten dumber, even by your standard? Or it's like, man, that game used to be harder, and now it's easier. Like, what the fuck? Kind of thing, you know? So you're just at like the lowest rung. My character knows how to use power armor thanks to the power of her law degree. Yeah, that was stupid. That, like, okay. Power armor in all the other games required, like, extensive training and skills. And, like, Fallout 4, they just give you a power armor, like, 5 minutes into the game. It's fucking awful. Oh, and also, Fallout 1 established that power armor has... power cores that last for 1,000 years. Meanwhile, Fallout 4's power cores run out every 20 minutes. I don't like... Yeah, actually, you can talk to these guys. Quiet, you'll ruin the ambush. I think they're trying to ambush you, and they're just idiots. Quiet. Wow. Well, these guys are failures, I think, at their jobs.
Fucking car.
Ah! They're just birdmans. What are they called? Oh, freelancers. They were called outlaws.
I mean, it'd make more sense if they were called... that was translated to mercenaries, but okay.
Yeah. Dude, this battle music is just A1. Let's see where you are. I've been too busy talking about awful video game histories. And the bridge? Let me just look this up. Let's open the guide real quick. Oh. If you go back to one screen and actually jump off the waterfall, you get to like a hidden treasure area.
Am I gonna have to do this again if I go back one screen?
You have to climb a little bit, yeah, but still.
No, I mean this.
With that fight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, this fight you are. The fights go back up your screen, so you might as well just accept your fate. Someone wrote something in the guide here, but I can't tell what it is. Stock up for a trek, then hike into the mountains. You'll battle many goblins and freelancers as you climb, and you'll find lots of chests. Among the special treasures you'll find are a gold helmet, a silver earring, and a silver stud. They are precious metals, use them in the battle ahead. Yeah, you need those earrings and studs. No, go to the bottom. Oh, Dave's nearly home. Down. No, down. No. You have to jump off the falls. Oh, you triggered their fight. Looks like their ambush is like 5 minutes too late. You're lucky you came back because they're idiots. Newer games don't look like the predecessors, like Persona 5 with its Phantom Thieves, the heart turning the bad guys good instead of mind fucking like it should be. Oh. Well. Is that how it was? I mean, let's be honest here. Chrono Cross was not as good as Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Cross was still pretty fucking good. It's a shame they just didn't continue the story after that, because they just forgot about making more games. They just forgot the series. It's like, oh, Final Fantasy is more popular. We're fucking... God damn it. What are we at? Oh shit, we're like 25. You fell off though successfully. Everyone's dead. Everyone died because they fell 100 feet into like shallow water. There's treasures around here. There's one.
I can't get up there though.
You get there another way. There. There's a treasure. Silver earring. You can equip that.
Yeah. I can't go over there.
I don't know how you get there then. Persona 5 can be good if you like corny shonen stories. Shonens. So now you're just back here. You have to go up. Oh, you triggered a fight. You triggered a fight. You triggered. That's the story of Chrono Trigger. It's like you triggered the fights because you like missed a thing. You gotta go back. Love Chrono Cross. I really do. That game story is an objective, unfinished train wreck. What?
Thanks.
I heard it. It's just Dave saying the same thing. The phone buzzes twice whenever.
Buzz.
Buzz. I kind of disagree, Bunny Black. Chrono Cross would be a good story if it were like a solo game, but the fact that they made it a Chrono Trigger story kind of ruins things. Know what I mean? You got to go back up. 'Cause that's where you were going. That's where you go. You go up.
Oh.
You got to go through the gauntlet again.
Are you fucking serious?
I think so. I think. Maybe you don't. Just walk a bit. Let's see. You gonna equip that shit? That's not the equip menu. It's the third one. Well, that's healing, right? Yeah, Chrono Cross was a good story, but because they tried to connect it to Chrono Trigger, it kind of ruined Chrono Trigger. Like the Chrono Trigger story continuation was shit on. But if it were just a standalone game with no trigger connections, it'd be a fine game. Where is it? Oh, it gives you more max HP by 25%. So you get 302 instead of 242. She has probably the least HP, doesn't she? 350.
Yeah, but we lose the side scope.
Do you still want it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's like it lets you see enemies' HP. That's why there's like a bar on the lower screen. There's a bar.
Oh.
If you take off the side scope, you don't have HP anymore. You can't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know I want that.
Okay. Put it on Marley then, or put it on Naomi.
Yeah, but it lessens like brings down her attack.
That's fine. She's more of a caster anyway, in the big fights. Anyway, Naomi's gonna get back to where we were and then kind of take a break.
What time is it?
We gotta stop. It's 8:12. Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's over. Dave's coming home soon. Naomi has to backtrack. We're taking a break right now, guys. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes, because we gotta wait for Dave to come in and for you to get there, like etc. etc. Okay. So we'll see you in like 5-ish minutes. Goodbye.